The world thinks you're the star. Hello, this is Barbara Iris El Sue of Parental World Knowledge, and I'm here with Platinos, the star of our show. Now, he is cute, he's adorable, he's so loving, so good. And right now, I'm doing an energy scan on him. We are doing energy scans, and in addition, talking about herbs and wisdom herbs in particular. This is what we're selling for your health, for your benefit. And we want to stop, even though we're just a small ripple effect. I said it yesterday, but we want to stop hunger in our world. And herbs definitely will stop hunger. So please, for yourself, for your health, there's all different ones as you can see. There's one for your heart, there's one for your bone and your mind, just so many for the things that we have problems with, whether it be a mild problem or a more serious problem. And it maintains our health. So even if you eat right, you could be eating organic food mostly, but we still have a need for more additional things. And this is so much better than to be taking vitamins. The only one that I would take is a prescribed. I have a vitamin D because I can't always get out and get as much, sunlight and things that I would like to go outside more. But I mean, I do take my puppy out a lot. But I mean, there's times that we can't. The way the weather has been very inclement in this area. There's been high wind. There's been so much rain. Right through the summer, it just really was not a typical summer, and it is not typical now either. Very very unusual weather. Um, so all I know is that this is definitely going to be a very cold winter. We're already getting quite cold. Um, and it was overheated summer, and now it's going to be quite cold winter. So I hope and pray everybody has their heater. Um, I made sure that I had my heater hooked up. My son put it in, but then he couldn't finish it, and I just had to do that. And I just told Social Security concerning that. So I mean, that's $5,700 that I had to pay for that recently. And I'm still having an issue where I'm fighting out things with them, and I have the proof. They received all the information prior to their overpayment, and they need to waive this. And I sent it to an investigator and the attorney general, and now I faxed it. But I mean, I can't reach them, even though my fax machine stated that it was received. I ran out of paper, so I don't have that, printed out proof. So I want to know that they say they received it. So I just now somebody called and I said I'll send it to her. And this is ridiculous what I'm going through, and I hope no one else is going through this nightmare. But what happened was I initially didn't give my full Social Security, and they made a change. You have to give your full Social Security on the phone. I had a different representative. The representative was a nightmare from where, and they never looked into everything that I had on file. And this is where I had this nightmare occur. So, now I have the proof. I did the spend down, and I just had this one piece of missing information. And, I'm sending it again. I'm going to send it again just to be certain, because I keep calling and I'm not getting through the Attorney General's office. But I hope no one has this nightmare. If you had, been declared an overpayment, and that you were in your right, that you declared, prior to that, and that's the rule. if you declare prior to that, then you're safe, and I'm safe. So, I proved the spend down, and the only thing was missing was this letter was pulled from my file. That's fraud. So that's what I claimed. That's why I called the Attorney General. And I sent it in by fax, and I want to be sure that they received it because I can't get them. I cannot get them. The line is nonstop busy. And I've called morning, afternoon, night. I've not gotten through. I held on a whole entire day one day. I can't keep doing that. I don't have the health to do that. At any rate, I'm getting better from the herbs, but still my health was getting worse from different injuries that I had. But and I took the herbs very gradually. I'm going to be increasing now, taking more herbs, and my son is getting a regimen ready for me to take. He wants me to take even more so, but I said no, I can't do it fast. My system never could take changes easily, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go at very slow pace, and I would recommend if you're having sensitivity to different things, you take it slow paced, and always consult your doctor, because I'm on certain medication for asthma, and you really have to take what the doctor says. If you can't, you have to tell him what you want to take before you work with whatever interaction of the medicine that he's giving you. You need to consult your doctor, and that's it. So I know that the herbs are working. I know I'm losing weight. I can't even, some of my clothes I can't even wear. They're so big. So, which is a great thing. And, to be in your 60s and early 60s, and yet I'm not, like a person that's in their 60s, thank God, with that respect, because I'm not chubby and flabby and all that. I'm getting trim and healthy, which is excellent. When you get into your to be a senior citizen, you hopefully will be on a regimen of having mostly organic food and the herbs, and this is such a difference. And I just got off the phone with Social Security, so I don't think I'd be able to face it without taking these herbs. The battle of what I'm going through since February. This has been a nightmare. They're holding back my money since February, and I need it. I still need to pay off this heater. I don't know where I'm going to get this money if they don't give it to me. My son can't keep helping me. He doesn't make enough. His boss is not paying him enough for doing architecture work. He's the best in his business, and he could have walked and gone somewhere else, but he showed loyalty and wanted to do things for charity, which is what I told him to do. And I'm proud of him. So, we're fighting a battle here, and, I'm not a quitter. And these herbs are keeping me going. It's the only thing. I have the stamina from that. I swear. I just had a, battle on the phone, and it's not this woman's fault, but I had to battle on the phone of what my rights, because I know I was in the right, and I tell the truth. I can't lie. I can't, deceive people. It's not in my nature. I have to tell the truth. And, it bothers me. It's something, it's interesting. I'm so honest. I could not ever, say anything that isn't true, or like if somebody asks me something, I'd rather not hurt their feelings. And I have to say, I'd rather not answer something. I just can't. It's not in my nature to hurt anyone, feelings, but I have, I'm always truthful. But I don't want to hurt them. They say, how do I look in this? I would have to tell them. And I said, rather not, rather than I get into it, that's how I would answer, rather than to say, "Oh, you look horrible." I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, but I can't lie. I can't. And my puppy here, I'm giving him the energy scan. He's I think he might want to get down now because oh, there he goes. Yeah, he feels better. He just did a leap. So that's good. His little paw his leg went out of socket, and this is from he was in the back playing with this humongous dog that dug him into the yard. 4.5 hours he was in that yard with that dog. And the dog didn't maul him or do anything because it was a female, and she's just a full-grown dog. He's a little Chihuahua, and she's up here. And she's a mixed breed, and she was a full-size big dog, and the biggest you could be. So she's loving him and caring, but she's putting her paws, and that's not good. So it made his little paw went out of the socket a little bit, and it's not completely, it's just a little bit. And I've been doing the energy scan, and it's working. He just did a leap. You just saw him leap off my lap. He's fine. He wanted to get down. He wants to rest down on the ground. He feels comfortable. He's right underneath me. Oh, and now he's seeing somebody. Now he's going to be in protective mode. All right, it's okay, honey. It's okay. It's okay, honey. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. So, it's all right, sweetheart. It's okay. So, at any rate, so I'm so thrilled that my puppy is feeling better. And so these energy scans work. And if anyone needs to call me at 973-736-1637. 973-736-1637. And we have fantastic news about Wisdom Herbs. First time I'm announcing it on a live webinar. It's Wisdom Herb pricing today. $40 per bottle. So we reduced it after we did the flash sale. That was my idea. My son sold, more than, and then, it tapered off. So we decided to go back to doing like a flash sale price, but it's going to stay. It's going to stay at that price. So this is 100 capsules, and it's going to be $40 per bottle. And in addition, for 2 bottles, it would be $70. 3 bottles for 100, 4 for 135, or 160. So at this point, you pay for 4 bottles, and the 5th one is free. So this is incredible. My son thought of this pricing. And if you want to see it on the screen, there it is. Here's our pricing. So I'm thrilled he made this new pricing, and it's more affordable for you. And we greatly appreciate if people can refer people to us too that actually buy. When they buy, you could get 10% from whatever they buy. So, that would be wonderful for you too. So a little money maker. Anybody wants, is anyone that is maybe a homemaker or just need a little extra income. This is a great way if you refer your family and friends to us. So, you can get 10% for that. So please give us a call for yourself. That's the most important thing right now. You need to take care of yourself to take care of your family. If you want to have more energy, more focus, please give us a call. And that's 973-736-1637. 973-736-1637. And tell us which ones you want us to make for you, because we need to have ahead of time, which ones you want. And there's heart food, in case you can't see it, brain food, bone food, girl food, eye food, guy food, sun food, seafood, craft food, and cleansing food. So all these are on the brochure. And if you want to be losing some weight, definitely do the cleansing food and get all the toxics and things that are in our system. If you're not eating entirely organic, there are things that are irritated from the grocery store. There are things that are definitely not the right things in our foods at times, unless you know it's certified organic. So it has to be that seal on there. And I'm telling you, this will make a world of difference with your health. This will give you, and immediately you're going to be seeing more energy and more focus. We have testimonials of people, I said this yesterday, and I'm repeating it just in case you just were tuning in, of people saying this. So, we know firsthand from our testimonials to you, and then we have other people that are taking this and giving and providing testimonials. So, this is definitely, not just going by what other people have documented. We're going by our proof and our research, not just one person, but by all the people of what's working and what the best thing is. And this is how my son implemented and made improvements on all the herbs. So please give us a call. We're here Monday through Sunday, 9 to 5. Give us a call. And if you needed to leave a message, say you work later and you're not able to call 9 to 5, there's always an answering device on, the 973-736-1637. So don't worry about that. I also have another line if it's busy, a cell phone line, 973-280-6356, 973-280-6356. And you can always give us a call concerning, which ones you want us to make for you. And, we will be here too, live, like I said, 9 to 5, Monday through Sunday, to answer anything if you have any questions. And like I said, if you're on medication, please consult your doctor first. And there is also one other number you could call too. It's 973-282-6071. 973-282-6071. That's my son's cell phone line. The prior one was my cell phone line. And I hope that you decide the path of, doing the things good for your health, making a vast difference in your life. We're here to make a vast difference in your life. We're not here to make a lot of money. We're not obviously reducing things. We see people can't afford, so we're reducing things. And that is why we did it. And also, this can stamp out world hunger. Herbs can stamp out world hunger. There is no question. So, we need to keep selling more and more and giving away to sick people too, or people that are unable to afford to buy this. But we're just a small ripple effect. I said this yesterday, I'm saying it again. And I really believe that the Ad Council, and you can Google and find out their email address, they can definitely do a campaign with this. I proposed it, and I hope that they do decide. This is definitely the cure to hunger, because this is food. My son is primarily eating this. He wants me to primarily eat this, and I will eventually. I'm just taking a little bit longer, just because of my sensitivity to things and change. And if I didn't have, physical reasons, I would, just go right into it. But I'm definitely going to be more cautious. And but I'm listening to him. I'm doing the herbs. I, definitely marked difference, and I'm very thankful. So my brilliant son, who thought of doing all this, David Alsu, and wisdomsquare.com.
You want to tell them specifically which herbs you take, so they know.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to get into all that regimen when I get into a little bit more, and I will.
You already take them.
Yes, I do, and I am. Yes. Can I please talk, David, right now?
You don't want to tell them which ones? It's a secret. I didn't know it was a secret. Sorry.
David, I'm on right now, live. Please don't interrupt when I do this. I told you if you interrupt.
I'm trying to make your show better.
No, it's not making my show better.
They don't have questions. They don't want to know.
David, I'm right now talking. Please don't interrupt me.
It's not important what you take specifically. Continue.
David.
I'm agreeing with you. It's not important. That's why you're not saying it. Continue.
David, when I get done with what I'm taking, I will inform everything.
You mean once you begin taking it?
David, I am taking herbs now. And I want you to please be quiet in there.
I don't know why you're not talking.
Oh my gosh, this guy.
Sorry, it was a secret.
At any rate.
Top secret.
Oh my gosh. At any rate. David, you are like a cinder in someone's eye. Please be quiet.
I know.
I'm trying to help us and you're not helping. You are not helping.
Really? I'm pretty sure.
At any rate, we're getting on to energy scans, and I'm talking now about energy scans. I'm done with the herbs. Now, if anyone wants to call in for an energy scan, and unless you want to come over here and have an energy scan, please be quiet.
You're not going to be quiet? How are they going to be quiet and tell you what they want to take?
I said, David, you please be quiet.
I don't know why you don't just tell them what specifically herbs you take. Don't you want them to follow in your footsteps?
Yes.
You said you feel great.
Yes.
What do you feel great about?
Can I please finish what I'm doing?
Tell them which ones you feel great about.
I will. Next show.
To be continued, guys.
At any rate, please call in for your energy scans. We don't have much time left, and it's only like another 30 minutes. And I would like to give some energy scans today, and it's 973-736-1637. Now, I want to explain what an energy scan is again, if you're just tuning in. An energy scan is where we pinpoint a problem, whether it be in your mind or in your body. And I resolve it by praying to God. It's not me resolving it, it's God 100%. And I clear the chakras, which need to be circulatory in our system. We have a circulatory system, so obviously if something is disrupted in our head or in our body, there has to be a circulatory system flowing. And if it isn't circulatory system, we're going to have pain, we're going to have not good focus, we're going to have memory loss, we're going to have body pain throughout, could be our head, migraines could be through our body. Injuries won't be healing. We could be stagnant. There are people that I have did prayer healings for that went to a neurologist for 3 years. Nothing. It was stagnant, just not healing whatsoever. And God healed 100%. If you believe and pray to God with me, God is going to do the healing. It's as simple as that. You're the one that does the healing. With God, 100%. There's nothing that I'm doing other than prayer with you. That's it. So, this is what an energy scan is. And if you call in, you don't have to say your full name, just say your first name, and you will be immediately with more focus and more energy. There's no question. You might even, besides the seconds that you'll feel that, you might even have a cure within seconds. I can't guarantee because each person is different. And, if you have very strong belief and, depending on what your problem is too, hopefully within seconds it could be resolved. I've had a track record of that. Now, with pets, it's different. They're not responding as quickly as the adults that I've been helping. And, it's a question of course, they're not having that strong belief. So I keep reminding my puppy, I talk to him about believing in God and explaining it as simple as I can so he understands. But it takes time. It takes a lot longer for pets. And he's coming along though. He just leaped off my lap. This was a puppy who I said for the past it's a little over a week now, had his leg a little bit out of his socket. So for him to be able to leap right off my lap just now in front of you after I did my energy scan, it's proof. And it's documented in the veterinarian's office. He just went there that he had this a little over a week ago where he couldn't be doing this. He could not be doing a leap like this. So he was limping and not a lot, but a little bit. And it was documented. So therefore,
why was he limping?
I'm talking, David. Don't you dare start again. Don't start again. And this was at Banfield Hospital, and so they witnessed that. And so that's that. At any rate, and my son was the one who took him, so he's questioning this. He's the one who took him.
I'm not questioning it. I'm asking you, what was the cause of his limp?
You said it went out of his socket a little, his leg. This is what you told me.
That's a natural occurrence, and it goes in and out, just like the way I can pop my shoulder in and out.
Yes.
That it's nothing wrong with him. It just
no, but it went out, but now it's back in. Because he just was able.
Goes in and out every 5 seconds.
No. You didn't say that. You said yes. You said that.
Well, you misunderstood, and I'm telling you right now.
Okay, so no, that's not. I misunderstood. You didn't say that. Okay, so but the thing is, he still could not leap. He could not leap off my lap.
So you have to wait 5 seconds, and he'll pop it back in himself. That's what they said.
He has not been able to do this.
Did you hear what I did? So the doctors lied to me?
He keeps.
Can we call them up and tell them they lied?
I didn't say they lied. I said he keeps limping. He was limping.
Yeah,
and he could not leap. He has not been leaping for a whole week. That's what I said.
Yeah, but he fixes it himself, is what I'm saying.
It didn't fix it himself. He's been limping a whole week and he could not leap.
On and off, not permanently.
No, he's been off and
I'm sorry,
on.
I have a phone call coming in.
Off and on, he's been limping,
yes.
and he could not leap. He first leaped now. You are out of your mind, David. He couldn't leap for a whole week. My puppy always was leaping. He could, leap from a high, even his high bed. He got up, climbed up on the bed, and could leap. He has not been doing that lately. So, and I've been taking him off the bed because I'm fearful because it was limping off and on. Not a bad limp, but it was off and on. He's limping. He can't help it. It goes off and on out of his socket. And that is what I stated. And it could rectify, they said, but it won't necessarily be right away. And he was able to leap right now after the energy scan. That is all I'm stating. He was not able to do that for an entire week. So what I did was a prayer to God, and God did that 100%. I did not do the healing. And at any rate, my son is going through a lot right now. He's working full time. He's working on this house. And most of the time, it was almost full time. And he's working now on his website, and he is in not great spirits. So forgive him.
Good.
Yeah. If you're boisterous and disturbing me, you're not very good.
Do I have to keep my mouth shut to be feeling good? That don't make sense.
David, you wouldn't be rude if you were in good spirits. Be quiet, please.
I'm being rude because I want the people to know the truth.
David, I tell the truth. I just told the truth. I can't do anything but tell the truth. Oh my
Can you
gosh.
tell me what herbs you're taking that you feel so much better?
David, I'm finishing this about the prayer healing.
Well, you said you only tell the truth. And you told the truth that
David,
you're taking
I
herbs and you
have
feel great.
only
Did
now.
you say that, or did I hear somebody
David,
else
be
say that?
quiet.
I'm just asking.
I am not answering him. I am not answering a thing he says. So
This is
forgive
secret.
me. He's being boisterous over there. He is not in his right frame of
I don't
mind.
think that's the proper word, boisterous.
He will disagree with anything. If I don't agree with everything he says, he is in disagreement. I'd have to,
Same thing with you.
no, David.
Okay, give me something I could disagree about and you're okay with.
David,
Give me an
you,
example.
okay, I'll give an example, a perfect example. I told him you should not put this glassware on the top shelf in our old
And I was
kitchen
right.
cabinet. It's going to break. So my
And I
son
disagreed, and
put
I was
it,
correct,
my
you were wrong.
son put it on the top shelf. Well, the entire shelf fell. It literally almost broke on me.
And I was right and you were wrong.
I caught as much as I possibly
So, Mom,
could,
can you tell them that I was right and you were wrong?
and the glassware broke, 2 pieces.
So did you tell them that I was right
So,
and you were wrong?
I told him not to do it. I told him to
But I was
switch.
correct and you were wrong.
I told him
right?
don't put anything on the
But I
top
was right
that's
and you were
breakable.
wrong.
Put only things that are
But I was right and you were
non-breakable.
wrong.
Well, I let him do what he
And
wanted.
I was right and you were wrong. Right?
You can't win. You can't win.
I'm
As you
asking
can see,
for an
there's
example
proof.
of where I was right and you were wrong.
I was on the debating team in school. I can't win with him. I know I cannot win. There's no winning. So I just let him do it. And
That's
I
fine.
knew it
That's how
was
I
going to
feel.
break, and it broke. That's it.
So tell them an example where I was right and you were wrong. Is that so hard? Or does it never happen?
Well, you were right that I should take the herbs. At first, he was trying to give
So
me
tell them
some.
specifically what herbs you take. What have you been taking? I'm asking you.
David,
Because you listen to me. And
David,
you've been taking all the herbs. What are the
I
herbs?
didn't say I took all the herbs, David. I said gradually, and I said this before you
I
came
know, but
in.
you said you feel great.
I didn't say I
What do
feel
you feel
great.
great about?
I said I'm slowly feeling better. I never said great.
No,
If
you
I-
did.
I said I'm
Okay,
just
listen
getting
to-
by.
You're recording it, right? So you promised me you're gonna listen back to what you said because you specifically said the word "you feel great." You
I
specifically said that.
never said
Okay, so you'll
great.
give me $10 if you go back and watch the recording. Yes or no? Get it on air. I bet you $10.
Just now today,
Yes.
I did not say I feel great.
Okay, so bet me $10. You'll win $10.
I said I just got by
So why don't you bet?
talking to Social Security
If you're
today.
so confident, why don't you bet me $10?
I don't like to bet. I don't gamble.
So you think I might be right?
No, I don't gamble. David, end it, David. I have nothing to say to you. I want to finish this energy scan. And at any rate, I am praying an energy scan for him that his temple chakra will be healed.
You're not coming anywhere near me.
I'm not coming here with you. I can do remote, and I'm praying right now because you're right here.
Invasion of privacy. I'm calling the cops on you. I want a court order, a restraining order. You can't come near me.
Move out today. At any rate, I'm just, this is too much. This is too much. It's getting to be a comedy show here. We're trying to do something serious. I'm trying to help people, and he's doing a comedy show. At any rate, I am praying for his temple chakras, that there should be circulatory flowing, that there's connection. And
I heard triangles are better than circles.
Oh no. But we have a circulatory system, so obviously it's circulatory, and I don't care what he says.
Triangular systems? I have a triangular system. Maybe that's why I want different wavelengths.
He's definitely on a different wavelength. Definitely. I'm trying to put it back to circulatory. Oh boy. At any rate.
Leave my triangles alone.
Oh my gosh. But if you want to call, and this, and if you do, he will hear me not answer a thing he says. I'll just be listening to you. 973-736-1637. 973-736-1637. And it's great to have a great imagination. Boy, he does. But if he didn't have a great imagination, he wouldn't be trying to help and save the world. So I can't be too angry at him that he's acting this way. He's definitely has a great imagination. At any rate, and he just did a lot of research with that great imagination. But at any rate, he left the room, thank goodness. And, we have the phone here. You don't have to say your full name. You can even say your first initial. I'm writing an ebook. I appreciate if you do this for yourself. And also, I'm, grateful if you do this to help other people in the world, because I want to write this ebook. And, I know where I'm going to be putting this ebook on. Hopefully it gets accepted. And, and somebody just wrote me an email saying, more information, how to get it accepted from the source that I'm thinking of. So please, I know that this could be beneficial to the world. If you, tell me what you're, go on the phone, just tell me your first name, and I go from there. I do the pinpointing, and we resolve your issue, and I can put this in the book. I won't put your, full name, just your first name, or even your first initial. If your name is unusual and somebody would recognize it. So I wouldn't want that, to happen, where if you wanted your privacy. And my puppy is fine. He was moaning too for the dog next door, and he's resolved that issue. He was howling, he was crying, and he's resolved that issue. So that was from the energy scan. And definitely you heard it. It was recorded. You can go back into the earlier recordings of where my dog was howling and was crying. So it definitely works, the energy scans. And my son, he has had me do healing. He says that he doesn't want it. Well, he's asked me in the past to do, he was doing work on the house and his back was killing him. And he had to go to the point of going to his doctor. And, I recommend it because he's not that, unfortunately, a strong believer, and even lost his way, as you can see how he's acting. He never acted this way. He never was rude and, saying comments on the air. He would never do this. This is after my father passed away of tragic death, and he's having a little pressure on him. Working full time at his architect job, working almost full time on this house. And he still hasn't fixed that one thing in the back. He has to put a plate there, as you can see. So he did the heating system, didn't finish that. And I wanted him to put the plate thing, but I'm at this point, I might just put a picture there. I'm just getting, tired of looking at that thing. And you're probably getting tired of looking at that thing. Unbelievable. But that's where the old heating thermostat was. And he's going through a lot of pressure having to do that. And then having to help with support because of Social Security stopped the support back in February. In error, they made the error and they stopped the support. Someone pulled something from my file, and that's fraud. So my son's having to help support, and that isn't right with my bills. And so it's affecting him, and he is not acting himself. So forgive. I don't want to say all that while he was there, because then I'd hear more. But that is why he's acting this way. And it's not a good situation. And his girlfriend is not, she's wonderful, but she's not approving that he's helped me. And I love her. I think she's a marvelous person, but she wants to get married. I can understand that. I understand that. And he's had to help me. And he can't. He couldn't. This month, he didn't even have the money to do that. So, and it's not like he's buying anything frivolous. He's just trying to do this business, and he bought some more herbs and to make it and to get it going. And, that's it. So, and even that she didn't want him to do, but he didn't listen. He's buying it. He's buying the herbs and, trying to help mankind. So we haven't made any profit. We're just selling a little bit and then giving it one way. So, there has not been any profit. Not enough people are buying, because we had to buy a machine and everything. Bought 2 machines actually. And, so it's very sanitary what we have. And, it's a machine doing it, not us. And so I'm just letting you know, what's going on, the scenario of, why he acted that way. And my son was always so respectful, he polite. And, usually he's very good. I mean, he's doing so much in the house. He's doing the support of helping me. And I'm very grateful. And he is giving of himself to our society with the herbs. And also he taught at the Rutgers University in Newark for free. And he won, I mentioned this the other day, not only the state, but the whole national for the student by mentoring the student. They won. And they had the best instructor. So he's giving his, time and effort. He could have taken a job in the city and made more, but he didn't want to stop doing the work he's doing with the herbs, the work he's doing with the university, Rutgers, for instructing. And then he lectures too at colleges and GIT, Rutgers, and more. So, about helping poor people. So all this he wouldn't have been able to do. And he was given that choice. And I backed him. I said, look, even though we need the money, I said, look, you do what's right. You wouldn't be happy in that job if you couldn't help people. So he truly is marvelous in so much. And please, at any rate, but I do want to, say an energy scan for someone. If you can call 973-736-1637. If you are a healer and you need training, I can give you that. If you can have your master's in Reiki, because this is something that makes it even faster. I was doing to the highest level, I was told by a master in Reiki, the healing as an energy healer, and they said I even had the ability to remote. So I was, able to do remote healing to the highest level, and still, this is faster. This is seconds, and it is just so remarkable. And the people that I helped, it was right at my, there was a town event, and people saw the people feeling better at the town event. This just happened, I think it was back in June, I believe, that we had our town event. And while it's happening, Social Security, I just really can't even, I'm so tired out. And like I said, I just got by with those herbs today. I just got by taking. So, and my son's saying I'm feeling great. I didn't say that. I never said that today. I just went, what I just went through now and what I'm going through. Dealing with all this still. And I just broke up with somebody that I was dating too. That's another thing. And that's that. So I had the worst 24 hours, and I would not say I'm doing great. But I'm a person that I say I'm going to come every day. I do, unless I have to be really dying in my bed almost. And that is the truth. I'd have to be that bad. I had the flu. I had to, take off time. If I was, I had a gas leak in this house, and I took off a couple of weeks. I mean, that was literally almost dying with a gas leak. So that is times, and if I didn't have the herbs, I don't even know if I would have been living through all that I was doing. It was cleansing out my system. And I did state that it was the oregano leaf. Now that, nobody's calling, so I might as well have the time to say it, that it was the oregano leaf that I have been taking regularly. And that is cleansing out my system. And that has been what I've been taking. And I have said this in earlier shows, and my son says I haven't, but I did. I did state this. If you go back to tapes, you'll see that is what I was saying that I was taking. And I'm going to be starting now with the cleansing food, and then I'm going to go on to the regimen that my son selects for me, whatever he feels is best, because he has to take into consideration different things that I have in my health, and so he will let me know for that. He is more, I would say he is more an expert, and that's why I gave that other line. If you have something that's a complication and you're not really sure, I would suggest you call the 973-282-6071, because he is the expert. He did all the research primarily on this. I did look up the oregano leaf to see what it would do. And what that did was that it cleared, I had the flu, it cleared the flu up, the circulatory system. And I have severe asthma. It was clearing up the severe asthma, the breathing, everything. And also with the solar plex, my chakras here, my stomach, and that was cleansing me out. So that is a cleansing thing too. And I'm taking that throughout the day. In fact, I didn't take it. I was supposed to take it, and then Social Security called. So right now I'm getting hoarse because I didn't take it. And I was on the phone crying my eyes out. Really, literally, I was upset because it was a battle. It's not her fault. Someone made the error, and I had to fight and say, Oh no, I proved I never had more than 2,000, and Miss Lucking stated that, and the hearing officer said, yes, you proved the spend down for everything. You proved the spend down in every way, but it was a thing of giving a letter, and a letter I did send in, and thank goodness Miss Lucky wasn't the person that did, take this file, this letter that I sent in away. She actually wrote a letter saying, I sent it in. So it wasn't her. She said, I sent it in. God let me have this proof. And that when I knew I remembered it, I have a photographic memory, except for when I'm tired or sick. And I remembered that I sent it in. I couldn't find the post office receipt, but I know I sent it in. My son did not send that in. He, didn't take it personally to them. It was sent by the post office, and it said, "We received this. We sent this was mailed in." So here it is. The only piece that was missing. And I've been fighting this out since February. And believe me, if I didn't start taking these herbs, there's no way I would have had the strength to fight this out. I mean, I'm taking 2 asthma medicines, and that gives me some, strength, but not to the point of this. This cured the flu. This cured when I had the gas in me, and it got the gas out of me. I was breathing that in because they were working on, this friend of his was working on my stove. And my son actually was the one who left the gas jet on a little bit. And I never used that one. I told him not to use that one because the pilot light goes out on that. I told him not to use it. We had it fixed, and it's still not maintaining. That I wasn't using. But all of a sudden now, since he fixed the gas stove, his friend, now it is going on. It's just that he didn't know that it was partially turned on when he started working on it. Oh my God. And believe me, if I had money, I wouldn't this is like taking a chance for them working on the house. I was jeopardizing my life. I wouldn't be doing this. If I had the money, I'd be hiring all these people. So believe me, there's proof there was no money more than 2,000. I went hiring people. And I didn't have heat last year. I had to use electric heaters, and then the gas companies billed me $920. That was in an earlier show too. And I swear what was going on in this house. So we had to we still didn't get, I ordered solar, hasn't come in yet. We now have the new gas heater in, thank the Lord. I had to take a loan and do that. So, about $5,700. And I just argued on the phone today, and I'm getting my money back, hopefully, God willing, because I'm sending this in. That's all the piece was missing. And I got the woman to say that she, acknowledged that's what's missing. So, and it was a battle. Without my herbs, it still stayed in my system enough from this morning and this afternoon. I was able to fight it out. So trust me, these herbs work. You need the wisdom herbs. And I'm going to be, taking more of these herbs soon. And I'll keep you posted what I'm doing. And believe me, I am so honest of what is happening and what I'm doing, and I wouldn't ever mislead you. I've been, taking these herbs, and it has made a marked difference. You can see, I mean, look, even my skirt. This is a tight fitted skirt that I had. Look at how big this is. It is enormous at this point. It's fitting me still, but it's getting big, and I'm going to have to take it in. So I've lost, just in a matter of months, this is just several months, this significant amount of weight. Now, I don't even know, I haven't gone on the scale lately. I have to go back to my doctor, and I will get weighed. But the thing is, I know I'm losing it. The band didn't break. The band is still intact. And I'm just showing you, and gosh, it's remarkable, the weight that I lost. And I'm just so thrilled. I couldn't be more thrilled. And I have a puppy now just licking me, so I've got to go take him out. And I'm sorry I ran a little late, but I was talking to Social Security today, and this was essential. And I didn't want to let you down, so I still came on. Like I said, I didn't even have my herbs, and I didn't need him to have any water. I was supposed to drink water. I always drink water before the show, a few glasses. I didn't even have my water. I'm still hanging in there from morning and afternoon herbs. So it is working, and I'm telling you, make a marked difference in your life. It's helping my weight. It's helping my focus, my energy, and believe me, I'm the one who has to do all the cleaning from all these guys. They don't even clean up. And my son living here, God bless him. I mean, I appreciate what he's doing with the house, but he's not doing the cleanup. I have to do that. And then he doesn't even clean up after he cooks something or takes a snack. It's all over the place. It's on the counters, it's on the stove, it's on the window, it's on the floor. I have to clean. I just clean my kitchen, and then I have to redo. And that's why I am so, really, without these herbs, I'm definitely just getting by. I'm not saying that it's because I'm not taking enough yet. I'm just getting by with what I'm doing. I still have a disability, physical, and it is just getting me by. It is not resolved issues totally, or even near there. I'm still in a great deal of pain. God bless, he does do the food shopping. He does help me with that too. But he does make a big mess. And, he's asking me to do different things for him, and I do them at times, whatever it be, paperwork, whatever. And long story short, sometimes it doesn't work. He signed something and then told me to do something, and then I did it, and then he did not tell me everything, and I filled it out, and it is wrong. So I tell you, I don't want to do any more like that. Let him do his own things. I give up with that. And I appreciate all that he's doing, but he is definitely not himself. He's not in the David that I know. He's getting back to somewhat, but not. And without having your strong faith, you can't. And it's always funny. It's the preacher's could be the preacher's child. It could be the minister, rabbi, whatever. That sometimes there's one, that doesn't stay in the flock. He was very strong, believed in God. And even when he was a little boy he screamed, "Mommy, Mommy, Mommy," on TV's the Pope. He's here to unite the world. He was always like that. He even went beyond his religious school. He went on to high school. So he could have even gone on to being clergy. He almost was to that step, one more step, and he would have been able to. He would have, completed after high school. So, and now he lost it was like his father, his grandfather was like his father, his only father really, because his father, I mean, he loves his father dearly, but he wasn't in his life that much. He was absent in his life. And his grandfather was his father, and he lost him too early, a tragic accident. So this is why he's acting this way. And yet he's doing so much good for the world. So all I say is, I pray that he finds his way back to God strongly. That's more important than how he's talking or acting to me. I'm praying for that first. I'm praying that his chakras are clear in his temple and that he can have that same way as always. Oh, gosh. It's okay, honey. He's really barking. He's some watchdog. My God, he made me jump. He's under my chair barking his head off. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. But I want to say good night, and I just wanted you to know what's happening. And he's a great son. I still love him with all my heart. And, you know, it doesn't change how I feel about him. But I know he's not acting the way my son normally would act. And please forgive him, because he's doing so much for the world. And he couldn't do more than he's doing. He's taking on the world on his shoulders, literally doing too much. And I even convinced him he had a paid vacation. He didn't even want to take the money that he was getting to go on vacation. I forced him to. I said, you go. You are going to have a breakdown totally. And if you do, you won't be able to do anything. So he went, and he had a very good time. So, and he went to Peru. It's very reasonable. The vacation was very reasonable. And his girlfriend, you know, she paid her half. And, you know, so it was excellent what he did. And, you know, just a brief week. It was actually less than a week, I guess, because we went to Florida. There, her twin sister has a house, so they went there first and stayed, and then they went to. You had to take a second plane to Peru. Was the, you know, best way of traveling. So there was no direct route to Peru, and that's that. So he had a thank God, a good rest, but you know, then he's back to the whole thing again, and it's not an easy thing. And God bless him. You know, he ran out of money because he was putting money to fix the house, and you know, buying the paint and different things, and that was necessary. The walls were just falling apart. He had to do the repair. There was no question. My bathroom floor literally had a hole, and he had to do the whole bathroom over. He couldn't just patch it. So, I mean, he had to do everything, broke at once, and that's that. So, you know, we know, you know, there's much more ahead that I have to do, and but we're doing, you know, as much as we can, as fast as we can, and that's it. But there's nothing horrible that's dangerous at this point. Everything that was anything dangerous is done. There's no more, you know, danger, thank God. Other than just, you know, one side of my stoop, which you should not walk on. It's you know, you have to walk on the other side. There's no railing, and you know, there's only one side with a railing. And but it isn't gonna, the whole thing's not gonna collapse because it's steady. That is steady. And the solar, you know, companies coming in to do the front and the back of the roof was just repaired, and they didn't do it right. They should have sloped it. So, but that's nothing, you know, crumbling. It's just leaking minor. But you know, still, it shouldn't be leaking minor. We just had a brand new roof put on. And I noticed our neighbors, they have this sloping, and that's, you know, that they put new roofs on, and that's what they have, the sloping. And that's what it should have been in the front and back. Everything else on the roof is sloping. So those things need to be done. I still need more. And Social Security needs to get back my money that they're holding back. They're holding almost $500 every month. And I need it back. And that's it. So pray for me. And I know I'm not giving up. I have very strong belief. And I had the fight in my life today, hanging in there. And those herbs are the only thing giving me that stamina. You know, I truly know that that's the only thing. So if you want, even if you're in perfect health and you just want some extra stamina and more focus and more energy, who doesn't want it? You can have the most demanding boss and they want it, or you have kids that are so demanding, do this, do that. I know I had to take my son when he was a kid, go to a soccer practice, take him to his wrestling, he had private wrestling lessons, whatever it was, and I was at a Catholic school. I was taking him all over the place. You're doing that, you need to have energy scan, you need to have some herbs, definitely, as a parent, whether male or female. All right, well, take care. Good night. Please keep tuning in. I'm so sorry again for the outburst, and like I said, please, forgive him. He's doing a lot for the world, and there's only so much he can do. And being the way the house is, he doesn't have extra money to do anything at this point to even help me this month. So they should give it back. Plus, I want to get a mate for this puppy. He needs a female Chihuahua. And I need to go to my local shelter. And then I'm going to have to then take it to the my veterinarian to be checked. Because even though the shelter I trust, I can't 100%, you want to have a second opinion. And you want to know, you pay someone to be sure that that dog was checked in every way and healthy and okay. And I want them to mate. So that's what I'll do. I want to, get my money so I can finish doing the work that's necessary in my house. It's nothing that's going to cause me to blow up or drown now, because it's minor things, as I said, but still, you got to be careful. I hope my puppy never pulls me to the side, that I ever fall on my stoop. I need my money back to fix these things. But so far, he's never done that. He's just a little Chihuahua, but he does have strength. So, I hold the railing, and hopefully I'll never slip. Just say a prayer for me that I have the strength and stamina. I'm going to continue taking more herbs to get more strength and lose more weight. And I'm doing remarkable, really, considering, what's happening. But it is not totally great, as my son was saying. I've never said I was totally great. I'll tell you the truth. I'm getting, better, but I'm not getting totally great. I've had things happening worse in my body from my injuries. So, this is just helping the things that are happening worse. And it's making marked improvement. And I never had the flu, and then I had marked improvement getting rid of it. All right, well, I'm sorry to go on. I just wanted to tell you again that, say a prayer for me. That's all, because I do need to get this money back so that I can finish and things like that. I mean, it's ruining my walls, which were painted not too long ago, but seeing that is not very appealing. Okay, well, take care. Bye now.